just a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Down the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Browns 1st down.
On the ground, it's Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
7 yards, the pickup there. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles, really put it on those receivers. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 24. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
1st down, Cleveland.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Prescott flush to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. But now it's 3rd and goal. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings, nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Vikings, nothing.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
46-yard line.
On play action, now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady to throw again. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
We got three. Cover.
Here's Brady to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And, folks, I don't know what more you can say about Tom Brady, but I'll tell you this. On that last throw, he toppled another mark, 80,000 career passing yards. Congratulations to number 12. The career, we know how sensational it's been, and somehow it just got a little more sensational. Play action. Now it's Brady. Finding Harris over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's complete to John Ross. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
He's crossing. He's checking
The former 2nd-round pick. This is Joe Mixon. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days.
Wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, we saw Devontae Smith make plenty of highlight reel-worthy plays at Alabama in his Heisman Trophy season back in 2020. And here's one at the pro level. after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Vikings 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second and very short, Brady got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got his target, Harris. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Check, 59, 59. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On first and 10, here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Going up top for Kupp. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 27, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tutu Atwell there, and it'll bring up third down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
50. Hey, 66.
Brady now on 1st down. Dumps it off to Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. Brady going to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check 166. 6 man. Check curls. Check curls. Check curls. Mike. Check. 59. 59. Set the tone, defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The backup Murray, his first throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Don't worry about that. Biggest. Chips over here. Let's overload.
Play fake. Murray. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
At the 22-yard line.
Check. 59 mark. Check. 59. Alert. Screen. Watch the screen. Mike, check. 59. Let's go. Mike's 59.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go 52.
Mike's 5'9".
On play action, it's Brady. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jacob Harris as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
To throw is Murray. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st and 10, Prescott. This is Smith with a grab. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Darius Leonard blew that play up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Prescott from the gun. That is caught by Thielen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Going deep downfield for Ross. They've got his man complete. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Well, like so many He is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Brady now on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Cooper was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Cover! Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Hey, watch 28. Here we go. Tight right. Fire!
Brady. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On play action, now Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jacob Harris, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, second and 10.
Come on.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Murray now. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again on second down. Murray going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
Good job, Murray.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Another tremendous play by Xavier Howard. 10 interceptions, led the NFL last year. And he's the first defender since Antonio Cromartie in 2007 with 10 or more in a season. When you throw it in his area, you're taking a gamble.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And a short return to the 6-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Harris. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott. And this one complete to Smith. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got into the turf. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Play action now. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On play action, it's Murray. On the move to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. After the turnover, here's Murray. Rolling to his left. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray steps away to his left. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Back to throw it. Murray. Being chased out left. Murray has the first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
To throw is Brady. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings might be headed to the win column for the first time in 2021 as they add on to their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and sit.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Brady going to look to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now Prescott. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll roll him out right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, what a 2nd half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Vikings, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.